Hello everybody, welcome back to another Royal Rumble 2 Robot review. So, in this episode it is going to be Infernal Contraption made by DoubleUJay for the third time. And we're going to start off by doing the looks. It is another replica of another Robot Wars robot. And I like this one more than Disco Inferno, look-wise. But it still isn't going to score too high. It's quite boring. I mean, it's just a big spinner. Well, not even that big, just a drum on a pointy out thing with two wheels. It's kind of like a less interesting Stinger because the wheels aren't anything. So out of 10 for looks, I'm going to give it a 4. What did I give Disco Inferno? I gave Disco Inferno a 5, so I'll give you a 5 as well. Because you are a replica, so you do get a bit more for that. It looks really good for replica. I mean, it did look like this in real life. The Imperial College on the wheels is also nice. So's the. Well, we'll have to. I think that it's more the design, the like Stinger style. So I'm not gonna give you that for looks. But his first opponent will be last episode's robot review, Disco Inferno. So let's get this first fight going. Give it a quick look test.
3, 2, 1.
Disco Inferno did actually compete in my most recent tournament in the Robot Wars one, and it got eliminated. But it did better than I thought it would. There was a heavy hit. Not much damage being done from Infernal Contraption. Like, I've been spinning up for a while now. Now. Oh, look at that! I've sent him up on. That was a quite powerful hit. Infernal Contraption neuter. Oh, that's not good. Whenever I go forward, my thing just like flips backwards. It's not meant to be like that, and I do not like that. He's managed to get off as well. I got a good hit there though. The weapon team is actually pretty decent. It's quite powerful. Doesn't seem to be causing much damage. Oh, whoa. But it seems to be quite powerful. That was my wheel. Those vulnerable wheels are not good for the design. I'm not really causing any damage though, am I? The weapon. Just, it looks cool. And it takes forever to spin up. I did one test round with this guy, and it literally takes 20 seconds to get up to full speed. It takes forever. That is a huge drawback for weaponry. This guy also has no pushing power. Whenever I drive forwards, the weapon flips backwards, which is not what you want it to do. You want to have control over that, but you have no control over that whatsoever. His wheels are exposed, but at least it's compact, which does help a little bit. And it has. Oh, let's go Inferno. Okay, let's go give him a shove. Don't mind, he fed him by himself. So, as you can probably see from that first fight, he doesn't do much damage, but that spinner is pretty powerful. So I think the first thing I'm going to put him up against is I'll put him up against a vertical spinner. Let's do that first.
Stand by.
So I've decided to put him up against Monsoon, as he isn't too powerful, but he's not not powerful, and he is quite vulnerable on the sides, so you should be able to see how damaging that drum actually is. Let's get this fight going.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Look at those things. Look at it. It hasn't even spun up yet. There we go. Now we're finally up to speed. But now he's up to real speed. I managed to flick him up there. Nearly flick him over. I think that the drum can't do damage, but it has power, because I think it's quite heavy. So I think it's quite good at flipping things over. Or maybe alright, better than most of flipping things over. Or hitting things into the air. So against actual damage, no. We went weapon to weapon there, and I kind of lost it. Which isn't good, because Monsoon isn't really too powerful. Ow! That was my... I don't even know what that was. Something off of my weapon, I'm pretty sure. Run. Aha. Right. Spin. Hits. Oh, something off of him there. That was something off of me. Damn it. So he seems to be quite... He's pretty difficult to control. He's really vulnerable. Run. Don't come near me. Get in the pit. Come on, get in the pit. Come on. Ugh. Hey! And now we're all in the floor. But yeah, it seems pretty mid so far. I think it will be the lowest scorer so far. But we'll give it. It's got 2 more shots to prove itself against a control bot and a flipper. So I think next is going to be a control bot. And I'm actually not going to control a robot this time. Because I feel like to get the best out of a control bot, I need to be controlling it.
Roboteers, stand by.
So I've decided to put him up against Plunder 4, as I think that Plunder 4 isn't too strong armor wise, and it's pretty light, so it should be able to like demonstrate the weapon, but it is still a half decent control bot, so it's a good robot from Infernal Contraption. Let's get going.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Like, look at that, just straight in the wall, stuck on its wheel. AI can't control it very well, unsurprisingly. Probably better than me though. Look how confused it is. Can't get away from the wall. Go on then. Let's go fight. So this is so easy to control. Got a decent hit in there. Didn't really cause any damage. Sent me up a little bit. I can just run into the wall, no issues. So vulnerable. Is this spinner broke? No, the spinner is still spinning. This spinner hasn't actually broke down yet, and in each fight so far, the spinner has had quite a beating, especially against this Inferno. Took quite a few heavy hits, it didn't break. So I guess that spinner reliability is pretty good. That is going to give it some points for weapon. But I can just, like, with my very, very fragile crusher, I can just go straight on top of this weapon and crush down. Get you in the wall. Ow. Stop hitting me. I just let you get a free hit and you just bounced off. It's not looking too good for you. Pit is now open and I'm gonna go for you in there, buddy. Or on Spike. Nope, you fell off Spike. It is actually going to be very hard to get this guy stuck because of the large wheels. So I guess he has that going for him. Just stop your weapon. No problem. In your 10-minute spinning up time. Like, just stop it. Come on then, let's get away from it. Then goes this wall. Let's try and get a grab. I don't know if my crusher's big enough to get a grab. Come on then, over here. You know how to do that. Look at him. He struggles so much. Like whenever he goes forward, it just flips backwards. That's what the AI is struggling with, and he's in the pit. Well, that fight is gonna dock so many points. 104 is not the best robot, and losing to it that clearly just isn't good. And I think I'm going to give it its mark on design now. Actually, I'll give it its full mark now, but we'll still do the test on the flipper because I think we know what's going to happen here. So on looks, it's got a 5. And I think I'm going to do design first. Vulnerable wheels. Whenever you go forward, the weapon flips back. And a bunch of other problems. But it's very difficult to get control of. And it can't get stuck because of how big those wheels are. So I think I'm going to give it a 3. Because, well, the flaws just hugely outweigh the benefits. Like, they didn't do what Stinger did, where it could easily flip its mace up and down and then spin, or something like that. It just gets beaten up. So, that's what I'm going to give it for design. And then weapons. huge spin up time, humongous spin up time, good reliability, good power, so it can send things up in the air a little bit, but no damage. It hasn't caused one bit of damage this episode, except in the last fight with Monsoon, where it might have taken a bit of the, like a little bit of the armor off. So I think on weapons, I'm gonna give it a 4. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 3. Because, well, it hasn't caused any damage that'll do anything so far. So altogether, that is 11 out of 30. The lowest score so far by 6. Disco Inferno, I'm going to actually bump up your weapon, because from the last heat I did, of the River Wars tournament, I'm going to bump your weapon score from 6 to 7, because he actually did some damage in that. So that brings your overall score up to 18, which means that infernal contraptions is now 7 behind. It's just so bad. Now we're gonna pull it up against a flipper and watch it get beaten up. And yes, I am gonna beat the flipper because I want to beat this guy up. I hate him.
Stand by.
I pull it up against Atomic because, well, Atomic has made it through in the actual Robot Wars tournament. It's into the semi-finals, so I thought, let's give it another display here. Let's get this final fight going.
3, 2, 1.
Better not lose this Atomic. Come on. See what I mean? I'm gonna bump the design down again. I didn't even think about ground clearance when I was thinking about the design. Design gets to 2, which brings the score down to 10. Wow. I didn't even think... That is the biggest ground clearance ever. At least Stinger could, like, do something about that. Have the mace to fight it off. But with your useless weapon, you can't fight it off. You'll just get picked up and chucked out.
3,
Just like how Atomic always does.
1.
I think it's because of, like, the Atomic's... just look at that. Because of Atomic's plate, let's call it, or flipper, and how wide it is, I can easily just get around to it and flip it. Wow, you're not a very good robot, are you, Infernal Contraption? I mean, Atomic is a semi-finalist, so it's a good robot, but still, you should be doing better, especially since the tournament you'll be competing in is the Robot Wars tournament, and every single semi-finalist so far, out of 3 heats, go watch Heat C, by the way, that heat was amazing, is a flipper. So, just, if you are super vulnerable to flippers, then that's going to be a huge downfall. Because then you're not going to win anything, are you? Just like that, I mean, well, out of 30, you get 10. The highest score so far was last night to 20. So, you're not doing too good. Thank you guys for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.